tired as of late. I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield that you are too kind.
So, Zhongli, are you here to listen?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea.
However,
I had planned to take a walk to Jingsa village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are currently in season. A villager...
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the fun... Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent...
An astute observation, Paimon. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list.
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but before we were able to figure out a schedule, we ran into you.
Well, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a soup cooked with the freshest nascent bamboo shoots.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing.
Let's go travel. Collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long.
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion.
See? I knew he was just...
However, there is no need to rush. The streets of Liyue will be the nascent bamboo shoots would be but a wonderful final touch to a most exceptional feast.
We're heading out. Enjoy your walk, Zhongli. Bamboo shoot, nascent bamboo shoot. Oh, this one's only just sprouted, and it looks super fresh. Paimon thinks this is the one. These should be enough. Let's head back.
Help! Help!
Did you hear that? Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm okay now. Thank you so much.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Greetings, everyone. My name is Yaoyao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, he's so romantic. My name's Paimon, and this is the traveler.
I'm Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. I came through Stone Gate intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. And before long, I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. Splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet and slippy. You definitely have to be careful. Next time you're exploring an unfamiliar environment, try to focus on what's right in front of you. As long as you watch your step, accidents like this won't happen anymore.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Oh, are you hungry, sir?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the 4 of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! You're welcome. So tasty. If only there were more. Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. It means Paimon's still growing. If I'd known I was going to run into you, I would have made a second batch. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue's snacks to your taste? I wonder if they're not sweet enough.
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. But apart from that, it seems like they follow a similar. As for Fontaine's cooking, though...
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road.
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of the main organizers of the Iridescence Tour.
Iridescence Tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is to hold a festival in every nation. At least, all the main organizers share this goal. Unfortunately, it's a long story, so I'll spare you the details. But anyway, so the main reason I'm traveling all around to that is to promote...
Well, what are they? Just tell us already.
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from my ancestors.
Oh, I love listening to stories. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was also a traveler, once slipped and fell into a lake. They say it was the most beautiful, even in that life and death moment. The ethereal music seized his full attention. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated, in the end all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, the stories become something of a local legend in Fontaine. It's called The Lady Overlooking the Lake. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight.
Wow!
Well, yes. As it stands now, it's become a touch too romantic and detached from reality. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So I decided to retrace my ancestor's steps. Of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell into the lake all those years ago. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near it.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but still, I understand how you must feel. I'm too! It's like... imagine if you saved this, and Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I have made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that...
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, I heard that, so I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in the Mondstadt Cathedral. And as soon as I set foot back outside the front gate, a friendly local told me that this meant the wind was guiding me in the direction of... Right? You get it. I knew I'd find someone.
Are you sure? Give me some incense and a little mora towards the travel fees, and I will pass your gift on to the Lord of Geo. Don't worry, Yaoyao. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend rather a lot of mora on several bottles of fine wine.
Oh dear. Well, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? Why don't I don't know very many people, so I can't help you out much. But Miss Ganyu and the T-Sing know just about if you've been scammed, they'll help you get your mora back. And if the wind was telling the truth, and you want to keep looking...
But you've already helped me so much.
Well, I was going to take some new medicinal herbs and plants I picked to Miss Ganyu anyway, so... You know what? It's been a minute since we saw Ganyu too. It should be nice to pay her a visit before...
All right. Well, my sincere thanks to you all.
Okay, everyone. Please follow me. Uh-oh. Paimon's out of a job.
As if I'm listening to the same melody.
Well, we are here during Lantern Rite after all. It only comes once a year, so they always have a big celebration. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close for myself. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
I'm glad that you're enjoying the city.
Hey everyone! Fancy meeting you all here.
Hello, Xinyan. Let me introduce...
Traveler Paimon and Mr. Dvorak, right? I've known them all for quite a while.
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give...
Feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stood up.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time we've tried to put on a show, something...
Is that right? So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway?
A Lantern Rite music festival?
No, I'm actually here on personal business.
Oh, so no Lantern Rite?
I mean, that's not just up to me. Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue authorities before. Even if I were to start...
Wait! But we're going to meet the Liyue Qixing, aren't we? And they're the ones in charge. Uh-huh, that's right. Miss Keqing and Miss Ningguang can make anything happen.
You mean... what?
This is the perfect opportunity! That's the spirit! See, even the Traveler agrees with me. Mr. As for the performers, I can put you in touch with some local artists. My friend Yunjin is a well-known opera singer in Liyue. With her support and a commissioned song from...
Well, what about you, Xinyan? Are you just going to sit this one?
What do you take me for? If we actually manage to make the Iridescence Tour Lantern Rite Grand Concert a reality, you think I'd let anyone else perform the opening act?
Wow! There's that rock and roll spirit!
What do you say, Mr. Dvorak?
Okay. But the opening act is not something to be chosen lightly, Xinyan. I will judge your work by the strictest of standards, so please make sure you are fully prepared.
Are you kidding? Whew, guess my shopping time's getting cut short. Yaoyao, if you run into your senior on the way to the Qixing, please send her my regards.
Okay, I promise I will. Good luck with your music, Xinyan. You've got this, Xinyan! So about the senior of yours Shinya mentioned just now, is that anyone we know?
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that. Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yaoyao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friends during the lantern rite, are we?
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here. We were on our way to take him to see the Qixing.
Hello, ma'am. I am a musician from Fontaine and an organizer of the Iridescence Tour. I don't suppose you've heard of it.
Master! The Iridescence
Oh, an old lady like me wouldn't know much about that sort of...
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you feel about that? You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your thoughts would definitely help us figure out how best to approach it. For example, do you think it might be a bit too modern?
Why, not at all. Music pays homage to history and culture, and it can also be a bridge between different civilizations. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters of today is no doubt very different from the tunes I was accustomed to in my youth. And so, I look forward to it immensely.
Hear, hear. I do believe that, my own dear grandmother aside, you are the wisest old lady I've ever met.
Goodness gracious, you're all being suspiciously sweet today. Yaoyao, whatever have you been feeding them?
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
Take it easy.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu.
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yaoyao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Qingshan leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again.
Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe we've been introduced.
Ah, Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? Did Paimon go over? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon... Oh?
Well, The Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in the... It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music festival. Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. Yes, my thought... Now I just need to take some time, as long as I clearly lay out the pros and cons. Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of music...
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's step to the side and discuss further.
As soon as there's work to do, Ganyu... I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at, and that I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow. Hey, Yaoyao, can you take care of Paimon too? Paimon's getting hungry again. I'm afraid my backpack's empty now, but if you let me know what you like, I can bring you some of your favorite dishes next time. Apart from lotus flower crisps, what else do you like? Anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've drafted so far.
No, this is excellent. I'm racking my brains, but I don't think you've missed a single thing.
Perfect. Then we'll leave it as is. I'll go make an official copy. Oh, perfect timing. We were just wrapping up our discussion here. Not at all. Every second counts for a complex proposal such as... Yaoyao, thank you for bringing my herbs. I will make sure...
Remember to make tea from them first, Ganyu. You mustn't just chew them raw. Okay, I should be getting back. If Yaoyao's to everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case I don't see you before, I wish you all a very happy Lantern Rite.
Thank you, Yaoyao. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
We should go get dinner together sometime!
Greetings, traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Call me Kuching. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the next few days, I will be working with Mr. Dvorak on behalf of the Qixing to facilitate the organization of this concert.
Yay! That's awesome!
Please, the Qixing have a duty to deal with matters such as these. We have merely moved things forward to the next step. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all things new and innovative. As such, it is my privilege to work with you on this exciting project.
Thank you so much, Kuching. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures and was expecting the same outcome once again, so I didn't dare to get my hopes up. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined this going so smoothly. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high-profile event like this is a rare opportunity. We'll make sure it's a night to remember.
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most... Oh, that. That can wait for another time.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation, but I was so engrossed in drafting the proposal that...
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't even know what the person I'm trying to find looks like. Don't worry about me, Ganyu. Your time and energy are needed elsewhere. I'm sure you already have plenty to deal with between this concert and everything else going on during the land.
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial thoughts when I heard your story. For instance... I wonder if this lady your ancestor met might have been an adeptus. To tell you the truth, Mr. Dvorak, I am somewhat related to the adepti myself. I am part human and part Qilin. I know how important your quest to get in touch with your roots must be to you, because I've been there myself before.
Did you say the Adepti? And you're illuminated beast? Part Qilin? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So...
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though.
Yes. Anyway, if it's a person you're looking for, then I just might be able to help.
I see. I think I understand the situation now.
Yes.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. In the meantime, Ganyu will reach out to her network and try to find the person he's looking for. How's your workload at the moment? Will you be able to make time?
I can probably get through everything in 2 days.
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from Kuching.
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who returns is not he that... Even I know the importance of maintaining...
In that case...
All right, I can work with that.
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti and respected among the people. I'll feel much more at ease with your company. Okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
Watch this space, Mr. Dvorak.
You're all so helpful and kind. I really...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady, or one of her descendants, and got them to come to the performance. It'd be such a happy reunion. And that's exactly what this festival...
You're right. Okay, I'm gonna pull out all the stops to make this lantern rite a true extravaganza.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for quite some time. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of but I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of...
I understand. In that case,
Yeah, Kuching. You're busy enough as it is. Leave it to us. Don't...
With the Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help.
Will do. And say...
you have my thanks, too.
Good luck.
The strange tune was coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be a soul in...
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this. So, it's you two.
Yeon! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack!
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me a bit of explaining. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should be safe.
The stuff by the door is in pretty good windows are all fine. This place is completely empty. How strange. It looked the bad guys could have sneaked in while the owner was gone, but then
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have
Yaelon, you didn't hide some of the
Why would I make this more difficult for you? We're on the same side here.
Okay, well,
What about you? Give up as well? Your instincts are pretty good. Or perhaps it's not instinct. Let me share a folk story with you. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside but it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was a disconcerting tune. To escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight. The bandits were eventually brought to justice, but the fear and trauma remained in the village. Whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get
that's quite the story.
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but at least they won't be in any great danger. The important thing now is to find this copycat criminal. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. Take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in using music to commit crimes and in making a clean getaway. Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadget. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically,
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation. Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
treasure hoarders again! And so close to Lantern!
Come on, let's round them up.
Down.
Hey! Who are you?
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not, but you
Dodge this!
Gotcha.
Curses. Seems like you're not all talk after all, but there's no going back now. Better up my game.
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far, I might as...
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do...
Tell us everything. You have one chance. And I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So... Lantern Right's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot.
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about...
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do, and eventually, I remembered something from back when I was a kid. The bandits would blow their horn, and my grandma would grab us kids and run. I remember the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, but they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was too easy. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I took. It's all still in perfect condition.
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and...
Yes, ma'am!
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hints for you. You'll have plenty of time to reflect on all of this yourself. There's not much left to wrap up, so I'll take it from here.
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information, so play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me out here. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. Just take it. It works better for me, too. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Rite.
Such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody, complete. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that, because Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't even know what it is. It's driving Paimon crazy. When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive, and most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fun. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to commit crimes. Oh, really? Huh. Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue.
Take it easy.
Great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang...
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for...
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known long. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping the fact that we have a grand concert to organize. Once the performance itself is over, we'll then need to invite the representatives of the Iridescence Tour for a discussion on future collaboration opportunities. Simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're all...
Well, we can discuss more current affairs. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city.
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which...
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. People described him as a cheerful soul and a loyal friend. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era.
Oh, they're gonna love them. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a positive and free-spirited, cheerful...
Well, I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a... I'm sure this quest to uncover the truth behind an ancient story will turn into a most